Unlike the movie, we're gonna make this as fast as possible.
So remember that? Hold on, no, I'm gonna start this.
Oh, go for it.
I have an intro planned. I told you this
Okay.
when we walked over here.
Okay.
And I just feel like you rudely just started knowing that.
I'm just saying, I want to get through this as fast as possible.
Okay,
Like the fucking movie.
That
was 2.5 hours.
Let me fucking make my goddamn intro. Mulligan. Two boys walked to a theater. Thought they were gonna see a decent movie. What they got was 2.5 hours of complete boredom.
And bullshit.
Hold on, not done. This is Howard and Michael in I Really Wish We Saw the Propaganda Movie Instead.
God, we should have watched the propaganda movie. Oh my god. I could have at least came out of the movie like screaming America or something.
Oh god, this is so boring!
It's just so...
It's infuriatingly boring!
At least like 40% of the movie didn't need to get like
oh my god, what's the point of some of that shit?
Like,
oh my god, what the fuck?
Like Star Wars Last Jedi, I could safely say 30% of that movie didn't need to happen because of one sentence. This just says 40% of the movie didn't need to happen. Why did I need to know about his divorce? What does that have to do with the story at all?
Well, it's like trying to add care. No. Here's some scenes where they throw something in there that is never brought up again, serves no purpose, and is completely forgotten the minute after it happens.
He's a badass Irish cop, and he's a loose cannon. He plays by his own rules.
Oh, and yeah, if you can't figure that out in the first 5 seconds, don't worry, they hammer that goddamn point home. I really hated this movie. This felt like this movie should have come out 10 years ago, and people still would have said it was a ripoff of Training Day.
Yeah.
That's what this feels. This feels insanely outdated. I can't believe I'm watching it. Like, this feels like a fucking January movie. Now, granted, like, this is probably, like...
It is January 31st.
Well, this came out like a couple weeks ago.
It is still a January movie.
It is still, by all intents and purposes, a January movie.
The Liam Neeson movie was better than this.
Oh, yeah, and like...
At least they had fun with that.
Yeah, and Paddington 2 was great, so like...
so here we are, we're
so now we got
this movie. I already forgot what it was called.
This is probably not even going to show my top 10 worst list in the year, I guarantee.
Den of Thieves, that's what we just watched.
I know, I actually had to look that up while I was watching the movie, because like, the only person in our aisle walked out and we're in the very back, so like, I was on my phone for like, the entire second half.
Yeah, no. Just like...
because I could not give a fucking shit about this movie.
It was just so up its own ass, making love to its own, like, pretentiousness about how serious it is.
Like, I don't even know, is this trying to be I don't even call it pretentious. I just don't think it knew how to make a movie.
It's just so
because, like,
boring.
I mean, like, your first warning sign is that 50 cents it's in this movie, or 50 Cent.
Well, I'm not actually sure about that one.
No, he is. I looked it up.
No, I mean, I don't know if it's 50 Cent or 50 cents.
That's 50 Cent. I got it wrong.
Okay.
There is no S, although that would be grammatically correct.
Well, but what if there was...
I don't care about 50 Cent's thing right now. We have better things to talk about. You want to make this fucking short, dude. Right. Let's avoid the tangents as much as possible.
You're right.
Like, especially towards the end when the final shootout, you know what's going through my head? That part in the South Park episode where they're talking about the zip line, and it just has a Cartman zipping across going, I'm so fucking bored! That is what was going through my head as I'm watching the final shootout, and I'm amazed at how much I don't care. I am just amazed at how much I could not care less.
We had more fun bringing out our fake dicks.
Oh my god. Let's talk about that fucking scene. Okay, so for those who don't know what this movie is, or already forgotten because it's a pretty forgettable movie,
this is a heist movie. We think
this is like an outdated, like, bad cop heist movie. Then again, it's like something I want to see in the early 2000s.
This is like
around the time Training Day came out.
This is like some guy saw Training Day and some guy saw Ocean's 11, and then he was all like, dude, I bet we can mix these together.
What if we took out all the fun of the Ocean 11 and take it all as serious in Training Day and make it into an unpleasant.
And we're gonna take 10 years to write this script.
Apparently, I would not be surprised if this was a pedal script from the early 2000s, because there is a part where they're talking about like the other heist, one of the main villains.
2006,
like 2005, 2006. Or something. So this movie was written around 2008, and then it got shuffled around for years, and then it's just now finally coming out.
And then
even then, it ends in 2016, which tell me this is still released 2 years after we finally went to production. This fucking movie. It's so dumb. It's so pointless. So yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about that scene, because there's no real character development.
I gotta set this up because just to point out how stupid and pointless this whole fucking thing. This happened like 2 or 3 times. It's all about Gerard Butler, who works in the major crimes unit. He's a badass cop who doesn't listen to the rules.
He's a loose cannon cop. He plays by his own rules. and there's an FBI vegan guy.
And you know he's a badass dude because he wears a leather jacket. He's got greased up hair. He smokes in every fucking scene he's in.
Yeah, dude, you shouldn't smoke inside, but he does it anyway.
And he says like, oh bro, like he does bro speakers, like
he does fuckboy talk, dude.
Fuckboy talk, yeah, and it's so insanely obnoxious, and it is trying so hard to make you think he's cool.
He got divorced because of his fuckboy lifestyle, like,
and I could not give a shit. It got to the point like, and then it's about the other bank robbers who
I was more invested in the prom date kid.
That was like the one good scene in the fucking movie, because that was the only part where like they're allowed to be people. Rather than just whatever the early 2000s cliches there are for the most of the movie.
We can talk about that scene. I like that scene a lot.
We'll get there. I do want to bring that because it's a fun scene. But yeah, so it's all these bank robbers who are like, we do things by a code or some shit like that, or which like, hey, and this is like part one I had major issues with, is because at the very beginning of the movie, this is the opening scene of the movie. First off, they look like a serial killer from Boo 2, so I'm already not invested. And then 2, it opens up with like a bank heist, and they kill 6 cops. This is what they say. They kill 6 cops and like 2 people that are driving the truck. And
in front of a donut shop.
In front of a donut taco hybrid shop, which is kind of weird.
I think it was like well,
it said tacos on the sand and then donuts on the other side.
Well, and then I noticed that the donut shop was in multiple languages, so maybe it's like multiculturally owned.
Sure. Why not?
This was the donut shop that we brought back from, I guess, Switzerland.
Sure. It's a better mystery than what we got. But anyway, so after this happens, they call in Gerard as part of the major crimes unit, and they're so badass, man. They talk in bro speak, and they're talking like, hey man, you get some pussy, you get some ass, you get some tail, like total bro gym bullshit.
Fucking fuck boys, just listening to it, and I'm like, holy Jesus.
And by the way, I did realize that I was not going to yell the intro, and I totally yelled you the intro, and I'm
sorry.
No,
it's okay. It's okay. This movie was infuriating.
It wasn't even like that bad. It was just so relentlessly boring.
I don't know. I was like getting upset by like some of the pointlessness. It's just like, he fucks the dude's wife, and it's just what does that accomplish?
We'll fucking get there. That is on my list of shit. Bullshit scenes I want to talk about.
All right, let's
So So it's
the
major crime is saying like, we're part of our own game and we have badges, and like all this like stupid again, all this horse shit. And early on, they already figure out who everyone is in the gang. And at no point do they ever try to arrest them, which boggles my mind.
At least hold them for questioning.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, instead of like, no, we gotta watch them do an actual crime. It's like, they murdered 6 cops. You have the advantage.
I mean, just ballistics. Half of the time I was expecting maybe they wouldn't be so serious, and then like the guy, Gerard Butler. Yeah. He'd put on his shades, and then he'd just like be like CSI, CSI Miami.
Yeah, or Miami Vice.
Just like something to like.
I would love to see Burt Reynolds in this instead.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
I'd much rather watch that.
I would rather watch a buddy cop movie with Burt Reynolds and H. John Benjamin.
Okay, yeah. But no, like the part where it really just
And I want executive producer credit if that gets made.
and like part where it flips from just standard to just fucking bizarre is a scene where they figure out who one of the people are, who the driver is, and they capture him pretty quickly and basically use him as their inside mole. And then Gerard Butler decides to go to the same restaurant he and his gang are at one particular evening. And Gerard Butler, by the way, the other criminals already know he's a cop.
Because they Googled him.
Yeah, they Googled it. They already know he's a cop. And for some reason, he goes up and is like, hey, man, I've recognized you from the gym, huh? Yeah. And he just starts making conversation, accomplishing nothing. And he finally was like, dude, can you fucking leave? And he does. And then at one point, the next scene is them wanting to dip the driver in acid because of they want to know if he knows, like, if he told the cops anything. And I was like, so you just revealed your ace in the hole for no reason. For no reason to do this. And that was bullshit scene number one. The second one is when he and leader gang dude end up in the shooting range together.
Oh, yeah. And then that's when we pull out our fake penises.
Yeah. And you and I are the same exact thought. I was like, what the fuck is the point of this? And then that's the point where I was like, this is just a gigantic, like, to illustrate my point.
It's a gigantic, like
zip.
Yeah. And then we were doing charades, and I was just like, all right, hang on. Zip.
It's good. It wins. And again, it accomplishes nothing. It's never brought up again. For all intents and purposes, there's no reason for this to happen.
We already know he's in the military. He's a Marine. We know he's military trained. Like, what's the point?
And then it gets even fucking weirder because there's a scene. Apparently, a gang leader's like wife or girlfriend is a stripper, and this point where
he goes out of his way to go to the strip club. Where
no, I think it was like that
was a stripper. He went to the stripper's place of work and then decided to bang her just in time for gang leader guy to be like, all right, you banged my wife or whatever.
No, like the baffling part is the part that comes after when the
girl was like, yeah, I told him.
No, he says like I did what you asked me to or something like that. So it's like, so wait, this was his idea. And it's never brought up again. It accomplishes nothing.
No, because after that, the guy is all like, oh yeah, they're going to Pico Rivera savings. And then that's how they know.
Oh, okay, so there was a point to that.
You were on
bullshit.
your phone at that point.
Oh, that's what I probably just checked out so hard.
I was just like, wait. So now we went from dick measuring contest to like, mind chess?
Whatever. Fucking whatever.
Just like, you know what? Just like, get out the fucking suit and tie, go find a nice chessboard, and actually play a round of chess. That would make more sense.
And again, that's still not even the other bullshit scenes, because the whole thing is they want to rob the Federal Reserve of like 30.
That's not how that works.
No, I'm sure it's not, because again, I was always like, so wait, if they shred the money, why would they take the serial number off before they shredded it? That doesn't make any sense. Then it gets to a point where the whole thing is the driver disguises himself as a...
Also, like, if they're shredding the money, wouldn't it just be better to just bleach the money so you could reprint?
You would think.
To be fair, we're the government that pays 4.5 cents to make a penny. Did you know that?
I did know that, actually.
It actually went up. It used to be 3.5.
Yeah, that's so stupid. The copper industry, though, that's a whole other bag of worms I don't want to talk about.
I'm just saying. That's the only way I could justify shredding up perfectly good $100 bills.
Yeah, and here is the thing. I don't think a lot of these people are bad actors outside of 50 Cent.
Did he really act?
Not really. He was kind of there.
Like, the only acting he did was the prom scene.
Yeah, which we'll get to that in a bit.
Which is probably the only good part of it.
I want to air my grievances out, though.
Go for it.
Just, again, I know we're trying to streamline this because I want to go home, too.
Yeah, I'm fucking done with this.
Yeah, because I got to get gas.
We could have been watching propaganda.
I could be playing Witcher 3.
I could have been watching propaganda.
Like, because it was either this or 12 Strong, and you chose this one instead. So I was like, dude,
I don't even know what Maze Runner. And I have no context for that either.
that's what I'll probably call mad about this weekend.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. We were screwed no matter what we picked, because all these movies are over 2 hours long this weekend.
Holy Jesus.
At least we picked the one that had the earliest showtime.
Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, let's just... What was your next grievance?
So... The whole thing is the driver guy gets a job as a Chinese delivery guy.
So he can like make himself sort of known to the Federal Reserve because they'll be like, oh yeah, this is the guy that delivers the Chinese food.
Yeah, and there's a part
where very specifically it is.
Yeah, which I guess he somehow knew they really liked that particular Chinese food place. No,
because at the end.
Right, they're at the bar.
No, there was the one lady was at the bar.
So she was in on it too.
Yeah, because she was telling her friend that it's like, you too finicky, trying to stall her.
Got it. That makes sense. Still stupid.
I mean, that was how he got the insight, I guess. So basically, maybe that's why this fucking scheme took so long.
If that's why it felt so fucking long. But anywho, so there's a part where.
Was that Ice Cube's kid, by the way? I think so. Because you look.
It may have been. Yeah, it may actually think it was. Yeah. And he's a good actor to give like.
Well, yeah, straight out of Compton.
Straight out of Compton, he did a great impression of his dad.
His dad probably was like, "You fucking up."
Fuck. I mean, I can see why you take on a role like this. Honestly, on paper, it sounds like a good career move. But like,
well, I mean, like he probably read the entire thing from like front to back, and it's like, man, I get to be this guy at the end.
Well, it's like, what was Bruce Campbell talking about when he talking about B movies? Like, how do you make a movie like as bad as Congo? It's like, well, if someone came up to you and said, hey, you want to work at Tim Curry and all these other amazing actors? Like, yeah. Do you want to work in these fantastic locales, get paid travel, do this? Yeah. Do you want to work in this experiment based on a popular book? This? Yeah. Congratulations, kid, you just made Congo. But anyway, so towards the end, his big plot, his big plan to escape the Federal Reserve because they sneak him in to take the money, dump it in a dumpster, and then get out. Basically the same plot as Lucky Logan, oddly enough.
At least I had fun with that movie.
Logan
Lucky?
I have every goddamn time.
Lucky Logan actually like makes sense as a title. Logan Lucky is just weird.
I feel like that was a mistake like in a typewriter somewhere.
No, like that happened in like advertising.
And he's like, fuck, we gotta stick with it now. But anyway, and then escape by just redisguising himself as the Chinese driver and delivering their food that he apparently has been staying on the roof for like 2 weeks.
You're too finicky.
And then it's like he delivers the thing. Like they have the reaction you expect him. He's like, bleh, what the fuck is this? And she goes, and like by this point he's already out the door of the Federal Reserve, and she calls security. It's like, hey, do you see the delivery man? Get him. And he's like, oh, they gotta chase him down? Nope, nothing happens. They completely ignore it. Never brought up again. He just gets out, and I guess like, oh, he's out the door. We can't do anything now. It's not like we own this entire quad and can't just chase the fucker down because apparently our security is so goddamn good that you can't even stare at the fucking building of being asked to leave.
I mean, did you even notice that the guy like never came in? That's the thing. Like the thing. Like the guy almost caught him. Like, when the fuck you come in?
Well, I think they said that like it was the guy in your last shift or whatever it was. It's still stupid. But I'm honestly, I would not be surprised if he was the only one that worked there. Yeah, honestly. From what I can tell.
I'd just be like, man, you didn't hand me the book.
And then
I got 3 bags of Chinese food to deliver, and you tell me that you don't got it. Oh, don't worry about it, man.
And furthermore, why would she just call straight to security and go, get him? Like, you're gonna send the whole fucking building on a red alert because you didn't like your goddamn delivery.
To be fair, that food was sitting in a men's bathroom.
I'm not saying it wasn't nasty, but why wouldn't the first people to call the restaurant and go like, what the fuck is this? And then you say, I didn't place that order. I didn't receive that order. And they go, what? And then you call security.
I mean, they could have at least put the food in a cooler. It's got like fecal, like things like floating up.
So it's like, and even like, so
I got it.
Thank you. So like throughout this movie, I'm just struggling to figure out who to care about and who to root for because everyone is just unpleasant to watch.
I just like everyone, like, every attempt at building character was
Except for one.
Except for the one scene that we'll talk about
In a second.
Immediately afterwards. Every attempt to, like, build up character was just, like, squandered because everyone's just so unlikable no matter what you do. Like, these guys are thieves, but they're doing it with a code, but they still shot 6 cops.
Yeah. Which they make a big deal about, except it's never brought up again after the beginning.
We're cop killers now.
Which you think would be plenty of incentive to get them brought in for
at least with the questioning.
Yeah.
This guy was out of parole. How convenient. Why was there a flashback about that? How did that guy know that he got out of parole? Never mind. I'm moving on. We're streamlining this one.
So the one scene we actually did like was a part,
which was the only good character development.
even though it comes right the fuck out of nowhere, is a part where just out of nowhere,
It's
into
50 Cent's daughter?
50 Cent's daughter.
Yeah.
And,
And
I guess she's dollar bill. Or 25 cents.
Rude. She has more value than that. She's 75.
And then 25 Cent, the person that's taking her on the prom, comes in.
Yeah. So basically, 50 Cent's daughter in this movie comes in, and he's all like, "Yeah, man, it's nice to meet you, Mister." I don't remember his name. And then he's like, "Let me take you into my workout room," which I purposely filled out with as many of my jail buddies as possible. And
Which was pretty. That was like the only moment that got a genuine reaction out of the audience.
Yeah. And then they all like intimidate the shit out of this poor high school kid. And he's like, and then there's like one guy just screaming gibberish, I think.
I mean, he was Samoan, so I don't know dialect they speak.
Oh, okay. I don't know what he was.
Wait, no, I take it back. That was not the Samoan guy. Yeah, I don't know what language you speak.
Yeah, there was just one guy just like screaming at him, and then after all of that, it's like, yeah. So you have my daughter back at 11:30, right?
Yeah, 11:30.
Yeah, 11:30.
And then they just break out laughing as soon as he closes the door.
As soon as they close the door, I make sure he's like walked away a few steps.
Yeah.
They just break out. That's the only bit of character.
Because they were actually human beings.
That was an actual human scene, and I bet that was like 50 Cent's idea, because that's like completely the kind of thing I would see him doing.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. It was like the one human moment in just a field of bullshit. This movie is just bullshit.
Like, even the bit when
I'm like angrier now talking about it than I was watching it, and I was already pretty frustrated watching
even the
this.
bit with like the sheriff guy just like trying to like reconnect with the daughter through the school gates. When we made that one joke, it's like,
Oh yeah, because there's a part where like he cheats on his wife. His wife decides to get a divorce, and he's trying to see his kids and shit. And there's a part where he just like, and keep in mind he's gruff. He's got the greased up hair. He's got a leather jacket, and he's talking through his daughter through the school gate. And then then he's like I don't know what her name is. Tiffany, come back to class. And then I lean over and he goes like, why were you talking to that nice homeless person?
yeah, because I was all like, okay, I'm gonna like call the cops on this guy who definitely looks like a child molester.
Oh my god, yeah, too. Don't fuck with the Jesus.
Anyway, that's everything I have to say about that movie. It was bullshit. It wasn't bullshit. It was just really long.
No, it was bullshit.
Okay, you can say it was bullshit.
I think it was bullshit.
I just thought it was just way too up its own ass about how good it thinks it is.
I think it's 10 years too late, and even then it still wouldn't be considered a good movie.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thoughts on it, so...
Let's just go to trailers.
Yeah, because we're tired. I'm so fucking tired.
That was a 2.5-hour movie, and we could have been watching propaganda.
Which is be like, it's still 2 hours, but at least it's 10 minutes shorter. And I could have been watching Michael Shannon all this time.
Yeah, or Thor.
And Thor at the same time.
Chris Hemsworth, right? Yeah.
Chris Hemsworth, yeah.
Yeah.
And Michael Shannon. I could have been watching Thor
okay,
and General Zod. And Michael Pena could have driven the van.
That would have been... We should have watched propaganda.
I hold you entirely responsible.
It was about 9/11, right? It was like immediately after 9/11.
Yeah, and now we know the error of our ways.
Yeah, when choosing movies between cops and robbers and 9/11, apparently 9/11.
Do not take that out of context, by the way.
I am anti about 9/11. Okay, I am.
Wait, careful how you phrase that. Clarify that immediately.
It was a tragedy. Okay?
There you go.
We lost a lot of. We lost 19 of our best guys.
For those who do not know,
That's from the Big Sick. That's from the Big Sick. It's a joke.
Illuminati confirmed. We've been hoodwinking you all the entire time.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get arrested.
From now on in every video, I'm just gonna put like a split-second freeze frame the Illuminati symbol somewhere in the video, like they did with Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Where it's like they didn't know they saw it, but they saw it.
All right.
Just so that'd be great publicity. You just got the conspiracy theorists to track down our channel.
Oh man.
I'm trying to warp our minds, man. All right, so yeah, trailers.
Trailers.
So we got the first trailer we got was 7 Days in Entebbe, which is the one with the Nazi from Inglourious Bastards hijacking a plane.
The Palestine movie, right?
Yeah.
With the hostages?
With Baron Zemo.
Yeah. And apparently they have a lot of time to do training and practice runs. Whatever.
Sure, whatever. It looks like one of those movies.
Okay.
We got the Infinity War trailer.
Yeah, sure.
I'm
Great.
excited about that.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, they better be after all the fucking build-up they've
I mean, they've been stroking, this movie's dick before it even existed. Like, when did the first Infinity show?
Infinity... You mean when did Thanos show up?
Oh, no.
The Infinity
Guardians
Stone?
of the Galaxy.
No, it was before then.
No, there was an Infinity Stone.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically they've been teasing this since Captain America 1, technically.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
With the Tesseract.
Yeah, with the Tesseract.
Yeah, so that, after 10 fucking years, it better be good. And, after all these years, Thanos gets up from his chair.
Yeah, sure. Moving on.
Alright, then we got A Quiet Place. I'm looking forward to that one.
I think that one would... I'm not a horror movie guy, but that's sort of like...
Well, it's because most of them are kind of the same.
Tremors? No, I just hate jump scares.
Tremors. Tremors is kind of more of a B movie, though.
I fucking love Tremors. It was so bad, but amazing.
Yeah,
Especially the part where the husband and the wife are in the basement and they've got the giant wall of guns, and then when they escape, he's just like I prepared he's just like sandworms, as if it's he prepared for every possible apocalyptic situation except for sandworms.
As you would, because of all ways I thought I'd go, this is not quite what I had in mind.
Not how I expected to die.
But now, the next person's gonna be fully fucking prepared for sandworms.
They're fucking kids, man. They're gonna be ready.
Just filled with deep underground landmines.
and seismic sensors and shit.
Seismic sensors. The floor is lava for eternity!
Daddy, why is the floor lava when we come home? For training.
Just looking him deep in the eyes, go, one day, son, you'll know. And then years later, and my time has come. Put on the jacket, fill up the grenades. Everyone, grab the nearest four-legged chair. We're gonna caterpillar this shit.
It's just like the Community episode.
Exactly.
All right, and then
Bubble Boy, release.
And the best part that I enjoy about that trailer is that everything goes to shit because of Monopoly. I'm so excited to see how bad things can go because of Monopoly.
And
Don't play Monopoly.
Your game Monopoly was bad.
Yeah, you thought you were competitive with your friends.
That's not even the realistic take. The realistic take would be somebody land on take up one of the railroads and someone go, oh fuck you.
But it's in sign language.
No, that'd get me to talk. That would get me to talk super fast. Ow! And then we'd all be dead because I'm too competitive.
Yeah. Okay. So
sorry,
I'm basically ready for sound tremors.
Right. I do want to point one thing for tremors. I do want to say a genius technique would be one of those little bubble balls, but with spikes. Spikes with explosive tips on the end. So when the tremors come and try to gobble up, boom. Bubble Boy's got an edge.
No, man. That's when you just straight up that specific family just straight up has like a Gundam.
Yeah.
It just has a Gundam, but then like all of its feet parts are just like drills, and it has like nothing but drill weapons. It's just like, die, motherfucker.
Or the giant drill from the Arkham Knight shows up.
Or it's like Gurren Lagann for you anime fans, just like, drill breaker.
You realize I have no context for that, right?
Basically, he summons the giant drill to kill his enemies.
Got it. Okay.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a finishing move involving drills.
Got it. There's a sex joke to be made there, but I'm gonna move on from that.
Oh yeah, it's totally phallic.
Then we got Breaking In. Oh, that movie. Yes, that's this year's blaxploitation film. I can't wait.
No, it's even better. It's a it's that, and it's also a Liam Neeson movie.
Yes, I can't wait. It looks terrible.
Oh my god,
this year's When the Bow Breaks. Can't fucking wait.
I actually kind of want to watch that because I'm just gonna be like.
It's gonna be that. I can tell right now from watching the trailer. It's like it's gonna be that kind of movie.
Yeah. Just the perps are white, and they could have just bought the house.
Yeah.
That whole movie could have just like been prevented if they just passed like a credit check.
It's really. I still love the tagline too. It's like, stopping robbers can be a mother.
No. Payback can be a mother.
Payback can be a mother. That's what it was. All right.
Yeah, payback can be a mother, and it's just like.
Which at least that one's like tongue in cheek compared to like the other one I keep lambasting. It's like the one about the coming out movie with like the gay romance movie where like the tagline is some stories have to come out. Yeah, that was exactly my reaction. Yeah. I was like, I don't think you're taking this seriously, Hollywood. So that was Breaking. Then we got a trailer we got before Sicario 2. We can skip that. Then we got Game Night. I kind of want to see this.
It looks so bad.
I don't know. I think it looks.
They look so white privileged as everything is happening. It's like that's
kind of what makes it funny though.
It's just like how much white privilege can these people like ignore, use to ignore this situation?
I don't know. That really gets a few laughs out of me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I like the bit where she's just like, oh, she's dead. Oh no. He's dead. Oh no.
Or I think it's kind of a funny concept. It's like, all right. I mean, the trailer is kind of like samey as a lot of companies, but I haven't seen this concept done before. So
I want to watch it. But I know that like it's just like
it's probably not gonna be great. But
it's like, not gonna be great.
But it's like it's got what's his name? The Office guy. Mark something?
Who cares?
Well, it's like, I like that actor.
Oh, I've never seen The Office.
Well, not The Office, Arrested Development.
I don't remember.
He's the main character in Arrested Development.
I also don't remember Arrested Development.
Okay.
Wasn't it only like one season?
No, it's like 5. You may be thinking Firefly. Jason Bateman, that's his name.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That guy. Like he's a really good actor, and he's got really great comedic timing. So he's a good straight man.
All right. Was that the last trailer?
No, we got Super Trooper 2. That movie can fuck off.
Yeah.
Especially our towards the end where they just start legitimately speaking gibberish, and the entire joke is that they're French.
Yeah.
Or the entire joke is that it's Canada.
There was exactly one scene where I was just like, yeah, pull the trigger, and that's when like the one annoying guy has a gun in the mouth of the other apparently French annoying guy, and they're just like circling each other with like about to shoot each other in the mouth. I'm like, pull the trigger, do it. You're both annoying.
I just know that one's that one's gonna be a slog to sit through. As annoyed as I am with this movie, I know that one's gonna be 10 times worse.
I mean, as long as you don't have to see Borat 2, right? Please don't make that movie. Please don't make that movie.
No. And then the last trailer guy was Gringo.
Oh yeah, that movie.
I don't know about that one.
It's either gonna be like it's like a coin flip. Like it's either gonna be like amazingly funny or it's just gonna be fucked up.
Yeah. So my first thought was like, isn't that the guy that paid Martin Luther King in the biopic? I'm gonna look it up because like I could be wrong because I know I've seen that actor.
Yeah, but I mean,
So it's kind of like you go from that.
hey man, whatever keeps whatever pays the rent, right?
I guess I don't know. I guess I've just seen him in more dignified roles. That to see him, that's kind of like. I'm a little disappointed. I'm not gonna... Granted, he's also the racist officer in Star Wars Rebels, which is kind of ironic. Yeah, that's him. Okay, yeah, I thought so.
All right.
Which, yeah, he actually does play... He plays the white, blonde-haired officer in Star Wars Rebels. Who's like... he works for the... No, he plays like one of the Emperor people. He's like one of the main bad guys. I know. Wrap your head around that.
Okay, I'm just gonna let it go. I just need to let.
I mean, he's got an arc. To be fair,
I believe you, man.
it's a good show. You should watch it.
No,
But it's a good show.
maybe later.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's got Darth Vader in it for like 2 episodes.
Vader. Oh, whatever.
How do you not like Vader? Vader's coming back, man. He's a badass again. Between like the TV shows and the movies and the comics, they brought Vader back, man. Vader's back in full form.
See, all I hear is just damage control.
Honestly, that's a lot of Star Wars. Like when you really think about it, the Emperor was just a 2D villain until the prequels came out. He was just the bad guy.
Yeah, it's what they did with Snoke, which will... Oh, what if they did... Wait. What if they did, like, Star Wars 6.1, 6.2...
Don't give Disney
And
ideas.
6.3...
Don't give Disney ideas.
Because then we can explain Snoke.
That's
The
like...
Snoke Chronicles.
I feel like that's why I was like the people that did not give a shit when Snoke died and like last year. I was like, he was a boring fucking character. Nobody like did any amount of depth or complexity was the stuff you guys invented. Or my favorite.
You guys projected... You guys projected what you wanted Snoke to be. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the one that I think I actually got a conversation with Ron about this one is the point where it's like, Yoda quit being a Jedi too after episode 3. He goes, no, he went to Dagobah because of like the way the Force went there. Is like that was explained at least 6 years later in a cartoon that was clearly not the original intention. It is technically canon. It does not work as an argument.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a whole nother can of worms. So that was the last trailer. You got any final thoughts for Den of Thieves?
We could have been watching propaganda.
I kind of want to watch Aladdin now. Not the good one. The crappy straight to DVD and then straight to VHS cartoons.
Which one?
The third one that's called Den of Thieves.
Oh, is that the one about his dad?
Yeah, that one.
I never saw that one.
I kind of want to watch it now because it
Return
can't
of
be worse.
Because Return of Jafar was amazeballs when I was like 10.
There's the asterisk. I was like, don't watch it now if you want that memory to be salvaged.
It probably does not age well.
No! God, no, it does not. We all forgot that Gilbert Godfrey sang a couple songs.
Oh my god, he did.
We kind of tend to glance that over in our nostalgia trip.
I got nothing about Den of Thieves. Just let's
fucking
move it on.
Let's go home.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to bed.
I want to eat something.
So later on, we got 12 Strong, Maze Runner, and I don't know, the Winchester movie comes out next week.
I feel like I could punish myself with the propaganda movie.
We'll see. I don't know. It depends how much energy I have tomorrow. Because
Right.
I'm really fucking... This has been a long goddamn week. So, we'll see you when we see you guys. Later.